each one of the lots by itself,
Yeah.
without a building on it, is $750,000.
I would love to see this house in the night. Whoa. Hi Sam Fam, welcome back to another vlog. So today has been a very interesting day. I've been touring the city of Cincinnati, so you guys will get an overview of the different neighborhoods, things to do here. So if you guys want to see more, continue watching this vlog. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe. This was the first great house that I went to.
Bought all the houses and then put up these condominiums.
Oh.
And I mean, the architecture blends in really well with the old. 9 new single-family homes out here.
Recently or long ago?
No, this year.
Oh.
Within the last year.
Okay.
And I think the last 3 or 4 are just getting ready to go on the market to be sold. And but they were all on vacant lots where there had been houses before that deteriorated and got torn down.
We are now in Madisonville.
You sure are. What gave it away?
The sign.
Cincinnati 20 years ago, all this was vacant, abandoned buildings that were falling down.
Okay.
And the city acquired them one by one, and working with the neighborhood nonprofit, asked for proposals from developers to develop new housing here.
Okay.
And so, and then the city also bought this because it wanted to improve the health center that was here. And but here you've got housing on the upper floors, commercial and offices, retail and offices all on the first floor, to again help make it a walkable neighborhood with a vibrant street life. And this old bank building, it has residential on the upper floor, same concept, but an older building. And then there's a microbrewery on the first floor.
I'm wondering, persons that live on like buildings that's residential, doesn't it probably get noisy or so sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah. Kept the old building for the offices, and then they built these new apartments as well. Medpace is one of the stars of the city right now.
Really?
It's a company that's growing by leaps and bounds. They took an old factory here, kept what they could, and then developed new offices, retail space that they rent to other tenants. And it just keeps growing. What it does is, if you have a new pharmaceutical that you want to bring to market, they do the testing that the government requires in order for a company to sell that new drug. And so as the pharmaceutical industry grows, so does MedPace. And in fact, they had so many companies coming in from out of town that they also built a hotel there.
Oh, what's their hotel? The Summit?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
didn't know that.
And
Because they're like one of the top companies, like for UC and stuff.
oh, is it? Okay, okay. And I'm told, I've never been there, but I'm told the Summit has one of the best restaurants in the city in it.
Oh,
This was another old factory site.
where they have the church?
Well, no, this whole commercial development here,
Oh.
where the developer came in,
Mm-hmm.
bought the old factory, tore it down, used city and state money to do the environmental remediation that needed to be done, and then sold off bits and pieces of it to other developers that, you know, did the restaurant here, did the commercial strip there, did this residential here, and so on and so forth.
So this is Oakley?
This is called Oakley Station.
They have a lot of stores and stuff over here, man. And they have an ambience as well. And I've seen this because now it's like a place to go for happy hour.
And then just the other side of those apartments, there's a railroad track. And on the other side of the railroad track, another developer bought an old factory, tore it down, and is developing all residential. A combination of single-family homes and condominiums. And I think, you know, they're more expensive than you and I will ever be able to live in. Everybody wanted to live in Hyde Park, and so they started moving there and increasing the property values. Well, Oakley, which was right next door and had a lot of the same benefits as Hyde Park, was a little bit cheaper, and so people started moving into Oakley. Well, now the same thing's happening in Oakley that happened in Hyde Park, where the cost of the real estate is increasing and increasing.
Yes. Oakley.
This is a really cool toy store.
Premium ice cream.
See, the neat thing about this business district is it has this grassy park area in the middle of it. And a lot of them have taken that out and put in parking. Well, Oakley has maintained that, and that's just makes it so much nicer.
I think there's a mini one in Hyde Park as well.
Yeah, it's not quite as big,
Yeah.
but yeah, Hyde Park's maintained it as well. So you can look down these streets and you can see that there's still really nice houses,
Yeah.
very similar to what you'd find in Hyde Park. Again, this is another old factory site, and they did keep, you know, one of the old factory buildings for a restaurant. But the same guy did this as did the apartments out in Madisonville that I showed you.
Oh. Yeah, they have a little store here as well. I've never been here.
Now this doesn't have any residential in it, but it's both retail and office.
Yeah. The Recruit Pavilion, all the stores. Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Sephora, Nordstrom, Carter's, Shoe Carnival. Yep, UPS. Park. This is their park. Very Christmassy.
Oh shoot, the street's closed.
Houses in Hyde Park.
Barrett family, which founded Western Southern Life.
Oh.
This is where that was. And they tore it down and divided it into smaller building lots.
Mm-hmm.
Each one of the lots by itself,
Yeah.
without a building on it, is $750,000.
Oh wow. These houses are huge. Nice.
And most of them have views.
One day.
Well, that's why you're getting your MBA.
Really nice houses. I would love to see this house in the night. Whoa. I would love to see the Christmas decorations
Yeah,
at night.
yeah. Have you seen Water Tower Fine Wine in the Mount Washington Business District?
No.
That's owned by a guy named Dave Lazarus,
Oh.
and and he grew up in one of these houses.
So he's not-
Obviously, he's from the Lazarus family,
Mhm.
which was one of the founders of Macy's,
Oh.
the department stores.
Oh, and Macy's used to be headquarters here.
Yes, it did. Yeah, and
That's interesting.
before Macy's took it over, there were regional chains of department stores in Cincinnati, Dayton, and Columbus. There were Shillito's, Reichs, and Lazarus, and they formed a corporation called Federated Department Stores,
Mhm.
which was headquartered here in Cincinnati.
Oh.
And the Lazarus family put together all the deals and all the financing for Federated Department Stores, which eventually became Macy's. Walnut Hills aren't the only places in Cincinnati that have big, grandiose, historic houses.
Yeah. So this is completely different from Avondale.
Yes, it is. Different neighborhood. parents died, they tore it down and donated the land to the city, and there's all sorts of gardens there, flowering plants and shrubs and that kind of stuff during the summer. This isn't the right time of the year to see it, but it's
So what's the name of the park?
it's called Fleshman Park, Fleshman Gardens.
Oh.
Entry to the zoo.
I've been there once, briefly.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, like for 1 hour.
Huh? Oh,
Yeah.
well, we keep talking about bringing Josh here, and it just doesn't work out. And
Yeah. They're having the Festival of the Light now. For Christmas.
with a great movie theater.
I've never been here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that surprises me.
Well, I mean, I've driven through Clifton, but like,
Uh-huh.
I've never like really come down here to like do anything.
It's been converted into a recreation center. So there's a gym, there's an auditorium, different kind of meeting rooms in it. And it's shown some initial signs of redevelopment and revitalization in the business district. There are some restaurants out here that Cheryl and I haven't been there, but people tell me they're very, very good restaurants. In fact, Ivory House is one of them that I've heard about.
That's good.
It was originally like a stream called the Lick Run, and more water kept coming in as development took place. And so finally the city encased the stream into a sewer pipe and continued to draw stormwater from the development. But then they also tapped the sanitary sewers into it. And that started polluting the Mill Creek, which this ran into, as well as the Ohio River. And so the city decided to put in a new sewer that was all sanitary sewer down below, and then reopen the stream for stormwater. And so it created this really nice park. And part of the reason for doing that also was to provide an amenity so that the land around it would become a little more valuable and a little more increase the potential for its redevelopment for somewhat of a higher scale development that would generate more tax revenue for the city. And I mean, it's too early to know if that is really going to happen or not.
So wait, this is recent?
Huh?
This is recent?
This is very recent. I mean, this is just, this park has just been opened within the last year or so. There, it's an old fire station that was converted to a recreation center, but has since been replaced. The nonprofit out here has revitalized these. They're renting them to small businesses to serve the neighborhood, town. It's been a real source of
There's a park.
there's
Like on the clock.
it's called Incline Park. And so the city helped build this new theater for a neighborhood theater company. There's the coffee company. There's the restaurant back there, and I mean, that restaurant back there is one of Cheryl's favorite places. So we go there that started the La Rosa's Pizza chain.
Oh.
He lives in one of those places back there.
Oh. So that's a Cincinnati thing as well.
Yes, it is. Music Hall is straight ahead of us. We'll go around to the other side of Music Hall. It's a little more attractive on the other side.
I feel like it's a police building should be blue. I guess because that's what I'm used to back home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they're usually blue. So you said the Bengals play at TQL?
No, FC Cincinnati, the soccer soccer team. The Bengals play at Paycor Stadium right next to the river. I thought I took you there already once, but
maybe. Did not know there was a Shakespeare theater here.
Yeah, this is the School for the Creative and Performing Arts. It's a high school. You know, in addition to history and English and math, they teach dance and acting and singing. This is Memorial Hall, which is another theater. Cheryl and I really like to go there because it's so small and quaint. This is Music Hall. This is a much better view of it on this side. This is where the symphony plays, the opera plays, the ballet used to perform here. And they have a bunch of other musical events there.
Is this where they do the Nutcracker?
Yep.
Oh.
And then Washington Park is a park that has a parking garage underneath it.
I've never been to Washington Park.
During the summer, they have a lot of really good musical events there.
Yeah, that's what I realized. I wanted to go some of those, but never end up going. We're driving on the lane for the streetcar.
Yep.
They have this streetcar where you can it loops around the city. So if you're in the downtown area.
Downtown and over the Rhine,
Yeah, you can ride it for free.
Yep.
I think that's good. Especially because you have to pay for parking most places. We're currently downtown. We did majority of the tour already. We are at the Findale Market and we're going to grab some lunch, so I'll definitely take you guys along. I think we're going to a Jamaican restaurant. I've been there before briefly, but I've never really tried their food, so we're going to do that now. So yeah, you said this is the oldest public market.
Yep.
Findlay. Jamaican restaurant, flavors of the eye. Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
There's a Jamaican flag. There's Bob Marley. The restaurant have Rude Girl and Rude Boy. Just finished having lunch. The flavor of the aisle. I've never been to any of the Bengals game. Tickets are too expensive.
Yeah, they are expensive.
They have the Carl H. Linda way.
It's been a couple years since Cheryl and I have been there. Was United Dairy Farmers, which has convenience stores all over town. On the left is Great American Tower.
This is the tallest building downtown.
Yes. Good, good.
And it was very steep
Yeah.
because I was actually walking up there. Art museum. Oh, what is that?
It's they have like Broadway shows and
Oh.
stuff there. There's another place called the Aronoff Center downtown where they have similar types of stuff. Cheryl and I prefer Playhouse in the Park because it's a little bit smaller, a little more intimate,
Yeah.
and they have some more offbeat kind of plays than the Aronoff Center has. And this is kind of a neat area. This is Mount Adams,
Yeah.
which is really like the first suburb from downtown. And very dense and sits on the hilltop, and most of the houses have views either of downtown or the river or both. And then there's a bunch of restaurants and nightclubs and that kind of stuff up here. It's been years since Cheryl and I have been up here because it was always so hard to find a place to park.
Oh.
And but I'm told that since the casino opened, Mount Adams isn't quite as popular as it was before.
You mean the Hard Rock Casino or a different one?
The Hard Rock Casino.
Well, how long ago did the Hard Rock came here?
How long ago did what?
Hard Rock.
Hard Rock. Well, Hard Rock has only had control of that casino for about 4 or 5 years. But the first casino moved in, maybe 12 or 14 years ago. But you can see a lot of these houses have really nice views.
Yeah, this is nice.
The water system. A friend of mine tried to turn that into a microbrewery, but he just couldn't get the financing done. Should have had a finance major like you help him out.
Here we have the Crown Conservatory. I wanted to see the butterfly show there.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get to.
That starts on Mother's Day every year. Nice views.
Yeah. I think this concludes our tour for today. Thank you guys for journeying with us around Cincinnati. If you guys enjoyed the vlog, just comment below, like the video, share, subscribe, and guess I'll insert anything else we do, which might not be much, but thank you for joining. Until next time.